What's up, folks? This is BarryBigPlums fishing. It's morning, coming up to the end of April, and I've decided to do half a day sporting ticket on one of my local waters, which is Tenterden Trout Water. See there? Well, hey, you got three different lakes. You got one big lake and a couple of smaller ponds. I'm going to start on this little lake here. I've got my Airflow V-Lite V2, Airlight V2. I've got a free fly set up. I've got a tap hole on the point, a cormorant, and I don't know if you can quite see that there, but that is a dullback. So let's get down here and see if I can get myself an early fish before I move on to the main lake. Tangled up. So I'm gently letting him recover, and it takes as long as it takes. It could be 3 to 4 minutes just letting this fish get his oxygen back, let that lactic acid dissipate. But you look, I've wet my hands and I'm hardly touching the fish. I'm literally just supporting his tail to let him recover a little bit, and hopefully when he's ready he'll let me know and he'll swim off. Right, so I've had that fish on the smaller of the two lakes. I'm now going to come down and try the main lake. So I've got my favourite swim I'm going to go to. There are some more people turning up, so I'm going to quickly race down and get my favourite swim. It's literally just as you come into the fishery, and I've had some really decent fish here over the last year or so. So this is going to be, I'm going to fish. Whew. God, the weather this year, guys, has been absolutely unbelievable. It's just non-stop going hot, cold, hot, cold. You never know what to bloody fish. You don't know if you should be fishing buzzers for summer, lures for winter. I think black and green at Tenterden Trout Water is always a surefire thing. You know, fish black and green because the water's quite coloured. But here we come. on to my favourite swim. Look at that, perfect. Little bit of ripple. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Fishing barbless today, guys. I'm doing catch and release. I'm going to quickly show you my swim. Try not to make too much noise. Look how bloody muddy it is today. Ugh. Everything's caked in bloody mud. Okay, here we go, guys. This is my favourite swim. Plenty of lake to fish, but it's quite quiet here. I'm wondering where the fish are going to be. Right, I'm going to pull up, set up my camera and chuck my line out and see what happens. It was a real funny day at Tenterden when I was fishing. Everything was kind of feeding on tiny little buzzards and daphnia. So there was loads of movement in the lakes, but it was mainly carp topping. I really didn't know what to do for best. It's one of those days when you try just about everything from drifting buzzards to lures to small nymphs to dialbacks, everything. And I decided just to go on an indicator with a buzzer suspended underneath. I did actually catch another fish here. Unfortunately, my camera was not on, so at the end of the day, I ended up with 2 fish and 1 lost fish. It was my own fault for losing that last fish. It was hooked pretty well, but I was messing around trying to get the camera going. That's always the way it goes. You know, I've missed so many fish that I haven't been able to upload to my channel just because I switched the camera off for 5 minutes, and that's the time I hook up to a fish. But I give up. Near the end of the day, I had a half-day ticket. I'll go up to the second lake again, as you see here, and I just decided to throw my line out. I get one more take right at the end on static buzzer under an indicator, but I wasn't able to get the hook up. So it was just one of those days. I decided enough was enough. I did my best. I had more fish than anyone else. No one else actually caught anything that day. It was a very, very tough day, but I was just happy the fact that I didn't captain Blanco, which is always the main priority for me. You know, I like to catch fish. But there we go, another missed fish, and that was time for BarryBigPlums to say good night, Irene, and call it a day. Thanks for watching, guys.